Welcome, comrades. This is Gem here, and today we're going to be continuing playing Danganronpa. Last episode, we have managed to find out that the last class trial was a trap, and we found out that there were two ultimate despairs. But how did we find that out, you ask? We survived our execution. Makoto was going to die a death that he never did, but thanks to Alter Ego, we stayed alive. Now then, let's continue where we left off. The ultimate despair, a group of people who caused a tragedy 1 year ago. Those same people pulled together this killing game and began broadcasting it around the world. The most desperately awful group of people ever. I just realized all the people who did those murders before never realized that they were being broadcast to begin with. So all those motives and deaths and murders they did it all for absolutely nothing. I actually feel sorry for all the people who actually did it and died a meaningless death. I just realized that on the previous episode. That is the mastermind's true identity. Our enemy has finally been revealed. But right now we have to get out of this horrible place. Figure out the rest of the story. Yeah, you're right. It's locked, but we have to find a way to open this door. Oh, you have the key, don't you? Okay, do you still have that one thing? Monokama's secret tool that you got from the headmaster's room?
Indeed.
Of course I do. It is an absolutely vital part of ensuring the mastermind. I would never part with it. And it can open any door in the school,
That's right?
That's right. Then we should be able to use that on the door, right? Hey, Kyoko, we can use that key of yours to open the door, right?
It's true.
Let's find out. Kyoko took out the key with the Monokama design on it and slid it into the keyhole. And then... Yes, it opened!
Indeed.
And now we can get out of here. Let's go. Sounds good. We clearly opened the door and made our escape from the garbage pit. Finally, we are finally free. But there wasn't even time to take a breath of relief, because the real fight has just begun. The ultimate pain, ultimate suffering, ultimate stare, ultimate execution, ultimate death. Oh. Ooh. Is there going to be an ultimate execution? Ooh, I can't wait to see. After leaving the garbage pit, we found ourselves in a tunnel extending straight up like a chimney. There was a metal ladder leading up into the tunnel. We started climbing the ladder, intent on reaching the surface. Oh. Jeez. You think they would put in another angle? Jeez. Oh my god! The ladder was impossibly long. I couldn't even see where it ended. We climbed into darkness. The passage was so dark and cramped, I couldn't even see my own feet beneath me. I had no idea we were so far down. Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you. Yeah, I'll be careful. But now that you said that, I'm getting kind of nervous. Maybe Taka will help me. Will keep my mind off it. So Kyoko, there's something I wanted to ask you. You said you're the ultimate detective, right? How long have you been doing detective work? How long? Ever since I can remember. I come from the long line of detectives. Detective work is in my blood. Oh, wow! There was a time when being a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family always seen it that way. Then is your family famous?
Wrong.
Quite the opposite, actually. Even among actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us. Huh? But how come? It's like your family's tradition, right? So, because we take pride in it.
Indeed.
Right? A detective is neither light nor shadow. We represent neither justice nor evil. That is how we can uncover the absolute truth. We stand neutral in all things, and to do that, we have to stand separate from the rest of society. Oh, so they're... Oh, are they like the company from CP9 and One Piece? Nobody knows their existence except the Navy. So it's like the actual society, like not the society know that they exist, but the actual headquarters do. Ooh, wow! I'm getting deja. That's like deja vu. A conscious effort.
It's true.
It's kind of old-fashioned, and I can't say it's entirely rational. But it's our family creed, and we do what we must to protect it. Because like I said, it's our source of pride. Pride. So that explains. Before I came here though, I was looking up info about the school online. I never saw anything about her. Because she hid herself on purpose to protect the pride of her family.
However,
And yet, I gave up some of that pride. Huh? In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I didn't know it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. But the reason you gave up that pride, the reason you would go so far to enter Hope's Peak, it was because of how much you wanted to reconnect with your dad, right? There's no shame in that.
what?
Reconnect? I had absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father. Huh? But you'd reunite after all those years, right? You would have so much to talk
Wrong.
about. There's nothing I want to talk to my father
However,
about. There's something I want to say to him, though. What? No matter what it takes, I have to find him and tell him face to face. What is it?
So...
I want to serve all ties with him. Serve? The last time I saw him, I was still very young, so I don't remember myself. But apparently he was extremely intelligent. He was in line to become the next head of the Kirigiri family. He was talented. He had a promising future. But he had no interest in detective work, so he cut himself off from the family. No longer after that, my mother died, and he simply ran away. Oh, he went to my grandfather, and they had a huge argument. And young I was, he left me behind. I'm sure there was a reason for that. I'm sure your dad wants to take you with him.
Right.
If that's true, then I need to thank him for leaving me. Because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do. I take pride in my family name. So every last part of me is happy he didn't take me with him. Oh, that was kind of opposite effect. Wow, that's actually kind of good. If I'd gone with him, I never would have the chance to become a detective. It was above Kyoko on the ladder, so I wasn't able to see her expression. So I couldn't tell. I couldn't see how she looked when she said that, what she might have been feeling. All I could tell was that compared to her usual self, she was more talkative and more emotional. I don't blame him, you know. He had his own life to live. That's what anyone in my position might say, right?
However,
it's not true. But there's one thing I can never forgive. Really?
So...
The way everyone else looked at me. I was never sad about being left behind. Like I said, I think it was a good thing. But when the rest of my family looked at me, they saw something different. They only saw me as a little girl that was abandoned by her father. That's how they see me, even to this day. His shadow has been following me my entire life. I'm sick of it. I need him out of my life. I need to step out of his shadow. That's why I have to find him and tell him we're no longer family. Kyoko, as much as I'll hate to say that, I think your father is dead because, like I said, at the very beginning of Danganronpa, there was a clip of an execution of a man who entered a rocket. And I'm thinking that that man could be the original headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy. Now, and she never knew he died. In order to settle the past, in order to remove him from my life forever, I have no doubt he forgot about me years ago. But your family, to just cut him out like that. Our only connection is through blood, nothing more. Are we connected by heart and soul? No. Is blood really enough to call someone family? Only connected by blood, not by heart or soul. I was so shocked to hear her say something like that, I didn't know how to respond. So instead, I said nothing. I just kept climbing the ladder in complete silence. And after I don't know how long, we finally reached the top. Oh. Oh, wow. Looks like this is it. On the other side of this door, Hope's Peak is waiting for us.
That's right.
We're back. Remember the hatch in the ground near the trash room? Oh, this is it? I'm fairly certain that's where we will come out. I unlocked it earlier, so it shouldn't open without much trouble. Well, here goes nothing. I reached my hand up and pushed against the hatch. The hatch opened with easy, so... Looks like we're back. And I can't believe how long that letter was. I'm exhausted. I can't exactly say we're safe and sound, but at least we're out of there. Now we're back in Hope's Peak Academy. Kyoko, thank you. I never would have gone out of there without you. No thanks necessary. I was just returning the favor. So now what do we do? I'm glad I didn't die, of course, but if the mastermind finds out, and I'm worried about you too, you help me, so they might...
Listen.
You're worried? Yeah, of course.
So then,
let us get a concrete answer.
in other words,
Let's ask Monokuma if there's a problem with you. What? What?
however,
If we try to hide it, it's only a matter of time till we're found out. It's not like we can run away. She said that she's pointing at the nearby surveillance camera. So you're saying rather than stressing out over getting caught, we should just give up now? Don't worry. What you think is going to happen because the mastermind is the one that's ensnared. The mastermind is ensnared? You say something like that before. What does it mean?
So...
The mastermind stood exposed during the investigation into Mukuru's death. There was a moment where the mastermind let their guard down. There was?
Right.
If we can talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. And it'll be better for us if we go to him directly before he tracks us down. That should help us with our negotiations. I'm still a little not super uneasy about this. Oh no, super uneasy about this. But we don't really have a choice, do we?
Indeed.
Monokuma should be in the
Shall we go?
Let's get going. Oh my word. Very well. Here we go.
Well now.
Kyoko, I didn't mind. I don't mind so much. But my coat was supposed to be dead. What's he doing here? That's exactly how I thought he would react. Are we really going to be okay? You were supposed to be punished. Think Kyoko helped you?
What?
So what if I did? What will you do?
Shing!
If the guilty party is exposed during the class trial, their alone will be executed. It's unfortunate, but that is the rule. So how? I gotta punish you again, and this time I won't leave anything to chance. Kyoko, do whatever you feel you have to. What?
However,
But before you do, let me just say one thing.
now,
If you execute Makoto, that means you lost. You lose. Not that matters to you, right? I lose. You? Explain yourself. What do you mean by that?
because...
Well, the C of this latest class trial of yours, right? Yeah. Well, you set up this trial itself, right? It was getting your way because you wanted execution. I was getting your way, so you wanted an excuse to kill me.
In other words,
I was supposed to be the chosen as the Black Hand and then executed, right? Hey, what are you talking about?
however,
But when Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. The results of the trial weren't at all what you were. The trial weren't at all what you were expecting, because you never imagined that in that position, one person would protect another like that. And in response to that unexpected development,
indeed,
you reacted by claiming Makoto the Black Hand and tried to execute him. You made the choice out of desperation. No more than that. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well.
however,
Oh, then, there was another unexpected development waiting for you. An entity that would throw a wrench, so to speak, in your precious execution machinery. Alter ego. You never imagined the possibility of being that to come to our aid even after you killed.
am I right?
Now, here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill Mukuru. You did. Oh, you executed Makoto. So executing Makoto would surely been a violation of your rule, which I know you love so much. If the Blacken is exposed, then alone will be executed. That's what you told us, right? And that means I lose. You talk a big game. You're saying the Blacken is me and not Makoto.
Well?
And you can prove this, right?
Well,
No, I can't. Don't just say it like that. What is this, a comedy routine? To make such bold claims without a shred of evidence?
that doesn't matter.
I don't have any right now, but with a little more time, I guarantee I'll
That's
find
right.
it. Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there is only ever one absolute truth. And now you're trying to talk like some kind of famous detective type?
Because
If Makoto really was a killer, we never would have come to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life, feared another execution. He would have tried to run and hide. He would have been gripped by despair. You so love to inspire.
however,
But here we are, confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts.
What the heck?
And that's supposed to be enough to convince me? In the absence of evidence?
indeed.
It's not you I'm trying to convince.
Hey.
If you were to execute Makoto now, everyone out there watching this would be extremely displeased. Oh, the cameras! Oh, that's right, this whole thing is live! Huh?
Indeed.
Imagine what everyone out there would think if you killed Makoto. They would assume that you killed him because what we said is exactly
Listen
right.
to me.
Despair can never kill hope.
Hey,
Of course, you can never say, we're just making this all up. You're welcome to prove us wrong. Not that you have a choice but to prove it. Because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, you'll be accepting your own defeat. Oh, if you want to earn our despair, fair
that's
and
what we
square,
have to do.
then I suggest you take my advice.
So what is this advice of
it's
yours?
true.
Do Mukuru's trial over again. Only this time you follow the rules, regulations to ensure a
It's
fair
time
trial.
for one last showdown.
One
final battle between hope and despair.
Oh my word, yes! Well, what would make a proper climax, would you say? A fair trial, one last showdown? In other words, this would be our chance to expose the true identity of Mukuru's killer, of the mastermind themselves? But what reason would the mastermind have to accept the challenge? They'd probably just execute me with another word. Interesting.
Barrett!
Very interesting indeed. Enough with the bear puns. Barry.
What's wrong?
Oh, I was getting bored, so I decided to change things up a little. So, time for a bear joke. Now, what you suggested might be possible, it would certainly make for one honey of a climax.
In other words,
Doesn't mean you accept?
You guys!
If we do things your way, that would be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? And it would cause you unbearable despair, right? Then I prepared to agree with your terms. Will your hope win out? Or will my despair claim victory?
I can barely
Let's
contain
have one final
myself!
grisly showdown! He agreed. Then we will still have one, and we still have a shot at this.
Barrett!
But this is the long-waiting climax, right? Just guessing the killer is bearably upsetting.
Guys!
So this is final face-off. You'll have to unearth all the mysteries that have been buried here. All the mysteries? That's right. Every last mystery that's pawing around the school. If you can do
I
that,
can barely
then I'll be enough
contain
to
myself!
colorfully a victory for you.
it's true.
Then what were you been trying to do all along? Oh, well, good. Then let's bear it all. If you can call your way to the truth of Mukuru's death and solve the mysteries of the school,
Guys!
then you win. But if you can't do all that, we'll all face execution, right? I can barely contain my excitement. When you learn the whole truth, what kind of despair will you show me? We're all excited as you are.
Listen to me.
When we uncover every last truth, how will the ultimate despair reveal their own despair? I honestly can't believe how this has all turned out.
Hey,
But before we get started, I want to clarify one more thing. Do you remember the rule? When one student kills another, that's when a class trial is held.
What's wrong?
I remember that, for sure. So what?
hey,
I just want to confirm that is what you said, right? And it's a true statement. You have to be suspicious. I said it before. But it bears repeating. Everything is based on the school regulations. And have a trial for Mukuru is no exception to all. Huh? Mukuru's trial is not exception? Then it's part of the regulations? Which would have to mean that whoever killed Mukuru... I'm a very polarized approach. I know, but... Okay, enough pun. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but... This killing game begins with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only person to take a single step in hosting since the killing game began are those 16 students. What?
listen.
Are you telling the truth? Why did it got quiet all of a sudden?
Now
I'm not wondering, I got nothing left to say to you. So get lost, would you? mad? He seems emotionally unstable.
Hey! Leave me alone! Get out of here!
Okay, I'm going. You really gonna let me go?
I don't even care anymore. You're all gonna get your punishment later anyway. I need to start getting it ready. A super duper extra special punishment overflowing with despair.
What is it, all the punishments combined?
Hey.
Come on, let's go. Monica, unstable laughter seems to clinch us as we walked away. And just like that, we were out of the gym. I can hardly believe it, but somehow I ended up not getting executed. I still had my life and we still had a chance. Overall, things turned out way better than expected. Once again, I was in Kyoko's debt. Kyoko, thank you. Everything I have right now is...
However...
Don't thank me just yet. The real battle is still ahead of us. And still, I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my proposal. But honestly, why would the mastermind agree that? I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from the final showdown, do they?
So...
They had no choice but to accept it.
Because...
It's all because of that one moment that the mastermind left their guard down. So when was that when the mastermind left their guard down?
So...
It wasn't... I wasn't there to hear it myself, but do you remember what the mastermind said? They said that they... Yeah, definitely
Listen.
said that. And what did you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right? I mean, the artist actually talking over the airways.
Indeed.
You don't exactly read about something like that happening very often, so it's hard to imagine. In other words, what kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull off?
However...
And yet somehow the mastermind was able to do
In
it.
other words...
But think of it another way. There must have been some reason they had to do something that difficult.
So...
They had to show the world something no matter the cost. Us killing each other. They want to show the
It
world.
would seem...
The mastermind has been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. And all their rules and regulations were designed to encourage that. Yeah, that makes sense. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, nobody would kill anybody.
In other words...
So the mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other and show that off to the world.
Correct.
To prove a point, most likely. Prove a
Hey.
point? The outside world has a name for the students of Hope's Peak, right? A certain concept. You're talking about hope,
That's right.
And for those of us who represent hope to kill each other and sink into despair, the mastermind wants the world to see and try to prove that despair is better than hope. That their goal is the ultimate despair. What? They want to prove that despair is better than hope? But that's ridiculous!
It's true.
You're right, it is ridiculous, completely irrational. It's the kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair would devise. That group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. But is that really their own reason for making the rest of us suffer?
Makoto.
I know how angry it must make you, and yet that same motivation is what led to the mastermind revealing their weakness.
In
What?
other words...
Because their goal is to broadcast this killing game to the world. The mastermind has had to be more practical than is reasonable about their own regulations. If the mastermind simply ignored the rule, this wouldn't have been a game, but a one-sided
At the
slaughter.
very least...
At least that's how those who are watching this wouldn't have seen it. And that's why the mastermind could kill any of us themselves.
Indeed.
That is precisely the reason. No matter how much they may hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of their regulations. Juko broke the rules, so she was punished, but in my case, they couldn't lay a finger on me.
Right.
So instead, they tried to use the class trial following all the proper rules to get me killed. They began the trial that didn't have a right answer. They made me out to be the killer. But then that didn't work.
It's true.
Yes, thanks to you. And due to that failure, the mastermind took yet another risk. They intend to kill you instead, who also was not the killer. And when that fact was exposed on live TV of the entire outside world, the mastermind has accepted your suggestion.
Indeed.
To prove that the world, that despair is better than hope, they had to defeat us in perfect
In other
form.
words...
It would only be due to the mastermind heart to have it shown that they violated their own regulations. But all of that was a hunt, right? and you were still able to get the mastermind to accept
However-
the challenge. Well, it's only thanks to you that we got that chance because you believe in me. Another path opened up. Still, I can't believe how much of the mastermind's thoughts and plans you were able to figure out. I didn't have the slightest
Wrong.
clue. In the end, though, I couldn't prove any of it. It was just by reason, essentially. I was making a bet. But it looks like I got it right. This time at least, I won the bet. She's let out a quick sigh. It looked like a small sigh of relief. To be honest, I haven't been that nervous in a long time. I generally couldn't tell you were nervous at all. You seemed totally confident from the moment we decided to go talk to him. While presenting a strong demeanor is a fundamental part of negotiating and persuasion, wouldn't you say? Plus, if I show my uneasiness, that would have just made you that much more uneasy. Yeah, you're probably right.
However,
Anyway, we can't relax just yet. All we've done is earn another chance to fight. We have to win this
correct.
time. Or everything we've gone through will have been for nothing. You're right. If we can't defeat the mastermind, it'll cost us our lives. There's no option except
Hey.
to win. But before we begin the final fight, we have to tell the others what's going on. True, but now we know who our real enemy is. All we have to do now is work together with everyone to destroy the mastermind. Work together with everyone.
However,
Is that really possible?
anyway,
Anyway, right now we have to find the
shall we
others.
go?
They're probably in the dorm somewhere. Shall we go? This is gonna be one. Maybe I can hear him inside.
Hey,
I don't think he's here. Come on, we need to keep looking. Where are they? Oh, are they up in the next area? No, I guess not. Where on earth are they?
hey,
I don't think he's here. Come on, we need to keep looking. Well, they're not in the rooms, then. Tina.
hey,
Well, them are in there. Look them up. Hero.
And they all be in the cafeteria? That has gotta be the answer. Let's check the cafeteria. And suddenly, we're here with you again. Is he broken? I suppose his emotions instability reaching its limits. Jeez, what the fuck?
however,
I wonder what was that all about. I couldn't help but let out a sigh of relief.
Ah!
Is that Makoto?
You guys!
It is! There's no two ways about it. That's Makoto.
Traitors! You killed me!
you survived?
Jeez, you're like a stubborn little cockroach, you know that? I'm just asking to make sure, but you're not a ghost, right?
Everyone was there, all my friends who have struggled together and survived. As soon as I saw their faces, I couldn't help myself. I started to tear up.
What?
What? What's that smell?
What the heck?
Yeah, man, that seriously stinks.
Is Makoto? He smells like a wet dog.
Get away! Shoo, shoo! And in a flash, my tears dried up. Well, so much for the tears of joy! So what have you guys been doing while I was gone?
Well, we figured that since the trial was over, we had to accept new places again.
And
No dice, all the rooms were locked before. We're still locked.
so there weren't any new areas. Then where can we go to find new clues? Sick, I believe you survived. Yeah, me either. Do you realize why is it you escaped execution? It was alter ego. He saved
That's
my
right.
life. Not too many people can say that they have their lives saved by a computer program. I imagine there was a learning experience for you.
Yo!
Makoto, what was it like hanging out with the spirit world? I didn't go to the spirit world. Did you get to talk to her? Who? Miss Cleo. No, I didn't talk to her. I mean, I didn't go to the spirit world. I mean, who the fuck is Miss Cleo? You're sick. Are you rotten?
I'm telling you!
Physically, mentally, every way you can be rotten. Sorry, I was rolling around in the garbage for a while. Smell. So smelly. Why? Kyoko, can you help me?
Makoto.
There's no time to think. Instead of having me, you need to explain everyone what's gonna happen.
Yes.
Explain. Explain what? Is it okay that you're here? What is the mastermind catch?
It's true.
That's related to what I was telling you all. I need to tell you all about the last class
In other
trial.
words,
We're going to redo Makuru's trial.
What? Seriously?
How about that?
What's the point of redoing it? Makoto killed her, right? No, I didn't do it. Like I keep telling you.
wrong.
Makoto isn't the killer, and of course, it's not me or any of you. Then who is it?
I see.
What she's saying is, it was all the work of the mastermind. What? You're saying the mastermind killed Makuru?
That's right.
That's right. It was an elaborate trap contrived by the mastermind. Makoto spotted the trap in time and did what he had to stop it.
However,
But his decision meant that he would be the one to die.
What did you say?
You spotted the trap? Did you, Makoto? You made it sound like it wasn't easy. I just, you know.
however,
But executing Makoto, who wasn't the Black End, is a clear violation of the school regulations. The rule said that only the Black End is to be executed. The mastermind broke their own rules, which is why I went and negotiated with him to have the trial one more time.
And the mastermind agreed? Does that mean they really did break the rules?
They had no choice but to agree. You used the TV broadcast to gain the leverage you need. You needed, didn't you?
correct.
Very observant of you.
Naturally.
I recall what you said at the end of the trial. When you said that now it's the mastermind that is starred. What was... That's what you were referring to.
Don't be mean!
You're totally in the dark here! For anyone who doesn't understand, you can ask Kyoko for explaining it again later. I know all of this. What do we know?
About that.
It's about who killed Mercury, right? So our job is to expose the mastermind.
There's more to it than that, correct? Yeah. For us to win the game, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school.
Every last mystery. But we've been doing we've been looking around all the time and we still don't know anything, right?
Anyway,
You probably guessed already, but if we lose this time, everyone dies. Everyone!
hate
Hey, who said you could agree to those terms without talking to the rest of us? I'm fine with the way they are. I'm fine living here forever with Master. I, meanwhile, want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible.
anyway,
At this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth. In
Interesting.
other words, one decisive final battle. A rather interesting development, I say.
But figuring out who the mastermind is and how they killed Rukuru and all of the school's mysteries?
It's a pretty tall order. Maybe, but this time the trial is different. We know who our enemy is now. So if we work together and search as hard as we can, I'm sure we can solve those mysteries. I'm not so sure about that. Huh? I can't agree with the idea of working together with everyone. You can't agree? Why not? I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve the mysteries.
indeed.
That's what I thought too. At first. Until Monokuma gave us that little hint of his. Oh!
I see.
Monokuma said that, didn't he? Then Kyoko's option is perfectly reasonable.
Huh, but why?
So, in other words,
If the mastermind really is the one who killed Mokuro, as Kyoko says, then the mastermind would have had to set foot in the school, right? Monokuma could probably murder Mokuro. There's no way he could have disguised the scene like that.
in other words,
But according to Monokuma, the Hopi who has set foot in Hope's Peak are the 16 students who have been taking part in the killing game. Then the mastermind is... There was 15 of us in the very beginning. Adam Mukuru, and you get 16. So the mastermind would have to be one of them.
That's right.
And those 60 people we started out with, the only ones still alive, are the people standing right here. Do you continue or do you get it now? You're saying that the mastermind is one of us?
No way!
You can't be serious.
Wait, we can't say for sure that's true yet. Monaco on my head just said all that to confuse us.
Indeed.
It's certainly a possibility, but only one among many. The mastermind being one of us is also a possibility. And that is the only possibility we can ignore. Yeah, I mean, there is an ultimate, right? The ultimate despair, so they must be a high schooler. You can't say it's not possible. But if one of us was the mastermind, they'd have to be controlling Monokuma somehow, right? But did you ever see anyone act suspicious anytime Monokuma was acting?
Whoa!
Maybe they snuck off and controlled him in secret.
But
I don't care how sneaky you are. You could have noticed someone sneaking off many times.
I'm right?
Then maybe Monokuma was on autopilot. Maybe they loaded up all the dialogue and actions beforehand. In that case, there was no way he could have had all those actions of conversation. Well, it wouldn't be entirely impossible if they directed the flow of the conversation. Well, maybe, but still. So tomorrow we're gonna begin the investigation.
This is a school. You've all probably figured this at this point. The killing game has now entered true ending mode. So, in the name of fairness, I will unlock every room in the school. Look wherever you want. Solve the mystery in whatever way you see fit. Then we can all meet up at the class trial, okay?
How very magnanimous of him to unlock all the rooms.
That's fine.
The time for talking is done. Now we begin our investigation. But I was planning on working alone from the very beginning.
In the
anyway.
name of my
At
family.
this point, I can't rely only on myself, on the Togami blood flowing through my veins. I have no time to worry about the rest of you. Each of you must uphold your
Goodbye.
responsibilities. Well then, after making his final statement, Byakuya left the dining hall. Yeah, master! He didn't take me with him.
Hey.
Do you blame him? Master, the rest of you are like coffee with cream without the cream or coffee. You're totally useless. So bye. With that, Toko shrugged out to the dining. Shrugged it out of the dining hall. And now she's gone. And you're going to go off by yourself, right,
Indeed.
Kyoko? That's right. Which just leaves Makoto, Hina, and me.
You know?
In that case, I'm gonna go by myself
just
too.
a second.
Wait, how come?
How about that?
Just wait and see. I'm gonna use my total awesome spirit power to figure out the mastermind's identity. Laughing loudly, here I left the dining hall.
Everyone's really gonna go all by themselves?
What about you, Hina?
I guess I'll do the same
But
thing. I mean, it's not like that I don't trust everyone, you know?
because I mean,
But up until now, I haven't really been all that useful. I just depended on Sakura and everyone else.
You're not useless. If you hadn't been here, I would have died.
Makoto? That's really nice of you to say. But still, I know I must have been totally useless.
okay.
So I figured at least they're here at the end, maybe I can find something to help us all get out of here. So I'm gonna go up and do it all on my own. Okay, see you later.
Hina was in a surprisingly high spirit as she dashed out of the dining hall. And once again, it's just us two.
Indeed.
Indeed. So you're going to go off on your own too, right,
However-
Kyoko? Well, don't misunderstand. Just because we're going to do our search separately doesn't mean we can't still work together.
So,
That goes for all of us. I think I see what she meant, what you mean. Doing our own investigation doesn't mean we can't work together in the end. I should just see it as us splitting up to cover more ground. And then we can get back together and share what we found. Yeah, that's
so
right.
then,
Well, I better get going. I have endless lists of things I need
Correct.
to check. Monokuma said all the doors in the school have been unlocked, right? So we should be able to investigate every nook and cranny in the school. We can visit all the places we couldn't go before.
Makoto.
No matter what it takes, we have to uncover the truth. By any means necessary. With that, Kyoko was gone. Leaving only me. I don't have time to waste either. I have to begin my search. I still can't believe the mastermind might be one of us. So what's that I have to prove? I'll prove that the mastermind isn't one of us. I'll expose the mastermind's true identity and solve the mystery of this school. And then we can all escape together. Alright. Alright. Power again with the blast. Body then destructive. Monster around us like a little pie. The body was covered with other wounds and these were at least several days old. Alright. So we know the mastermind is, so alright. Yeah, that's where we go. After all, I'll have to double check the areas that are connected to the murder. Alright. Next stop, second floor of the dorms. The gate is open. I can finally check out the second floor of the dorm, which means I have to do it. Here goes nothing. What the muck? It looks like some ancient ruins. Or no, it more looks like a battlefield, like a bomb blew up in here or something. These are the doors? What's in here? The place is in ruins. I bet it's completely torn apart. I mean, it's not even really as bad anymore. It's just garbage. Oh, thank you. I opened the doors to crack to go inside and immediately closed it again. There wasn't even a hint of the bathroom, just a big pile of rubble. Man, what happened to this place? That was literally disturbing. This is the girls' bathroom, even a place like this. Okay. Okay, so the bathrooms are not. What is this? Lockers? Whoa. This room is filled with lockers. It must have been the Host Peak students who came before us. The last before ours must have used these lockers. But they all have been torn apart! There's a metal plate bound up to the locker. I really want to know what's inside, but there's no way. Oh, thank you for giving me coincidence. I can't imagine any... Okay. Well, here's a perfectly fine locker. I wonder if I can open this locker. Nope, locked. There's a card reader installed on the door. That must be how you get the door unlocked. After all, it's pretty similar to the card reader on the lockers on the second floor of the school. And you have to use your e-handbook to open those up. So does that mean... Well, let's just give it a try. I took out my handbook, I raised it across the reader, and then... No luck. Maybe one of the locker's owners can't open it. Which means none of us can do it. What about this one? Why am I gonna open this locker? Nope, locked. Alright. Alright, same results. Nope. Well, there's nothing very important in this room. Well, that was... What's this? Oh, what the muck? Oh, what's this? This room doesn't feel like a student's room. It has a more adult
Correct.
atmosphere. It's the headmaster's private room. Kyoko!
Indeed.
I've been through this room several times already, but I still have one little regret. So I decided to check this out one more time. Huh, regret?
mean...
Whoever used this last, it looks like they were very interested in the ultimate despair. The PC still has some research results left on it. Then we might be able to get some information on the ultimate
However...
despair. There's not much though. Nothing we can do.
In other words...
The ultimate despair isn't one individual, but instead points to some kind of group. That group is responsible for the tragedy which happened 1 year ago. They are the worst sorts of people whose driving forces come from despair. And that's all there is. Nothing much to it, is there? But I guess that's the best he could do as a complete Kiriguri failure. But any information about the mastermind is helpful, right? I appreciate whatever info we can get out of your hands. I see. That's a good outlook you have. Okay, that's disturbing. There's a strange gap in the wall. Some kind of design mistake or a constructed defect or something.
So...
There's a gap here, but not just any normal gap. I can feel a breeze coming out.
Indeed.
A breeze? There's likely an opening space on the other side of this wall. Does that mean... You mean like a hidden room? I think I just might know how to open it. You know how to open it? Did you figure out some kind of trick or something?
Indeed.
A very easy trick, yes. So easy, I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. I saw a program on the computer that I think controls it. Enter the right password and
However...
But I don't have a clue what the password might be. All we know is probably made up of letters and or numbers. We can't really go from there. You're right, that's not even enough to go on. I looked through all his paperwork and files on the PC, everything I could think of. I learned more about him than I had any desire to. Nothing that might have been his password. Phew, I think I know how much time I wasted on this. Jeez. So there's a hidden room she couldn't get into. That's what she meant by regret. I think we can assume that there must have been some kind of clue waiting there. But maybe for her, there's more to it than that. Anyway, if we want to get in there, we need to figure out the password. And if Kyoko can't figure it out, no way do I stand a chance. No wait, there might be a chance. The password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of, or something she didn't want to think of. For example, what about your name? Huh? Oh, sorry. I was just thinking of what the password might be. I'm sure she hasn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable. After the way she talked about her dad, the idea of her wouldn't use her name as his password, knowing how she is, I bet the idea never occurred to her. Do you mind if I try, just to be sure?
Well?
It's not like you need my permission. If you're going to try it. Do whatever you want. Okay. It is her. It is her name. You know, I'm glad I thought of typing Kyoko's name. But if that's not it, then that might just hurt Kyoko even more.
Hey.
If you're worried about me, Makoto, don't be. I already know that your guess is wrong. Okay, in that case, here goes nothing. I collected myself, then turned to face the computer monitor. Let me just type the password here. I typed her full name, Kyoko Kiriguri. My hands were tense, slightly trembling as I finished typing it in. What do you know? What? That did it! Kyoko, it worked!
Why?
Kyoko? Without looking at me, she disappeared in the hidden room. She looked grim. Kyoko? So the password was her name. Hey, Kyoko. I may as well not even have to been in the room. Her gaze was fixed on one other thing. A present? Wrapped all over her with such joy. That's what makes it so unusual. There's a bright color box here. It seems totally out of place in here. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I get. Do we open it? I'm getting kind of a bad vibe from it. But I mean, we cannot open it. Okay?
Makoto.
Be careful, Makoto. Why do you think it's dangerous? No, not dangerous, but surprising, probably.
It would seem...
If it is what I think it is, at the very least, it's not something you'll be happy to see. Wait, so you know what's in there? Just don't scream or anything, okay? Are you saying it's something that will make me want to scream? Okay, I'm going to open it. Step by heavy step, I approached the box. I took a deep breath, then I pulled off the lid. Slowly, ever so slowly, I lifted up. Light began to sneak its way into the box. I still a hesitant glance inside it. Kyoko's advice was no use. I let out a trembling scream. That was in the box. It was bones. Human bones. It was the last thing I expected to find in such a bright, joyful box. I mean, who could have possibly imagined?
I see.
Just as I thought. What? What do you mean? Just as you thought? How could you have known that? I mean, there were bones in there,
Wrong.
human bones. Well, it's not that I was thinking of the bones specifically. It's just that I feel it would be his father. That's pretty much the same thing, a dead guy in a box. My father. Huh? What about him?
Correct.
What do you find in the box? It was her father! I was right! That body, that's my father. Or at least what's left of him. Are you serious? This is Kyoko's dad? The same man she's been searching for? Hold on, how do you even know that's for sure? How do you know that's him?
So,
Give all the information we have already, and the only possible answer. Alter Ego said that the headmaster was probably here in the school, but the only one who were alive at the start of the killing game were 16 students. When you put those two ideas together, it doesn't take much to
in
assume.
other words,
It most likely my father was in the skull, but he was also dead. That's my assumption anyway. As Kyoko explained her analysis, she was completely calm, or not. She wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm. She said it was just as she thought. She knew it was a possibility. But I had to believe that at some point she wanted to be proven wrong, which is why she never looked into the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. I know Kyoko said she wanted to see her father so she could cut off all ties. But was that all there was to it? Was she really giving up her pride just for that? I couldn't help but wonder. Huh? This picture. Hey, Kyoko.
why would you?
Wow, this is annoying. I came here to cut myself free of the past, and yet to now find something like this. So what did you expect me to do now? And I was right. It's a picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. And that was her father. Knowing the headmaster was this picture all the time, he must have really cared about her.
Why?
Why? What? I wanted to face him and tell him myself. To cut him out of my life for abandoning me. What's the whole reason I came here? And now he's abandoned me again. And this time he even stole the only opportunity I have to move on. Has there even been a Has there even ever been a worse father? Yoko. This is fun.
Hey,
It's fine. Check wherever you want. Are you sure? Okay then. I went through each drawer one by one, starting from the top, but all I found were piles of unrelated documents. He was pretty dedicated to his job, huh?
well,
It's just because he didn't have anything else. He could have inherited our family business, our legacy. Instead, he left it all behind.
now,
If he couldn't even handle a job like this, he would have been made much more of a failure. I'm sure he could stand the thought of that, and it made him desperate. That's gonna be used against us. The headmaster's desk is probably hidden some clues, so I really wanted to check it out, but I really don't want to touch Kyoko's dad's desk without her permission.
hey,
Don't worry about me. Feel free to look around as much as you like.
because...
You sure? Never let anything get in the way of the investigation. I don't. Okay, then if you don't mind. Starting from the top, I opened all the desk drawers and looked inside. I rummaged through each one, finding nothing but unrelated documents. But the last drawer... Huh? Is this? It's an e-handbook, right? And it has a label on it that says, in case of emergencies. I found this some kind of emergency handbook in the headmaster's
In other
desk.
words,
A handbook with no limitations, given the school's ultimate authority, the headmaster. I'm assuming that's what that is. I think
it
you're
would
probably right.
seem...
It might prove useful as we continue our investigation. The lockers! But Kyoko, I don't need it. If you don't want it, go ahead and leave it here. And I guess I'll take it. Is it really okay?
Hey,
Listen, Makoto. Huh? Can I ask you a favor? A favor? What is it?
so...
I know it's completely unreasonable to ask you this. And I know it'll only inconvenience you that much more.
Hey,
But could you leave?
correct.
Just for a little while. I just like to be alone for a bit. Kyoko. Don't worry, I'm fine. I just need to calm down a bit.
Just a
I need to
second.
Get my emotions in order. You know, Kyoko, you told me before about the relationship you have with your dad. How you're only connected by blood, not by heart and soul. But maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to see me again someday. Is that what you're going to say? If so, it's just a theory. And this isn't an issue that can't be settled with theories. That picture doesn't change the fact of what happened, what I went through. The problem can't be solved so easily.
Anyway.
Right, I'm sorry. Once I got myself under control, I'll return to investigation immediately. So please, just give me some time to myself. Okay, I understand. Then I'll see you later. Is she really okay? Kyoko must have been a complete shock to her. I mean, it was a shock to me. Find out what happened to the headmaster. There's no doubt the mastermind performed that evil dread. They killed the headmaster, killed Kyoko's father. They killed him. The headmaster is dead. But we were wrong about that. The headmaster wasn't the mastermind, which means the mastermind's true identity is... 15 of us met in the main hall. I recruited the mix and we get 16. And including me, only 16 of us are still alive. Everyone else is dead. Oh, 6 of us. Even she is undeniably dead. So the only ones still left are me, Yakuya, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and Kyoko. Only those 6 people are still alive. There's no question. Wait, no. That can't be. I refuse to believe it. There has to be some other way. There just has to be. What if there is? Let's go back to that locker room. Before we end this video, I'm gonna investigate this floor. Wait, but what about this emergency handbag I found in the headmaster's hidden room? Okay, let's give it more of a try. There we go! No, that could be a clue. Okay, so I gotta go look through all the lockers that are still helpful. Oh, this thing is particularly empty. There's just one thing. There's a pocketbook. I don't see a name written on it, so I can't say for sure whose is it. But there's something written inside that could be important. I don't like violating the owner's privacy, but it looks like a girl's handwriting. The letters are spaced out beautifully, like whoever wrote them was. I was flipping through the pocketbook, but my hand froze when I got to a certain page. I saw something familiar written here. As I heard before. There's a plan to turn host leak into a shelter, and that's what... Oh. That's Kyoko's handbook? This point is to keep our students only their genius can overcome disaster, and only their hope can overcome despair. For the future of our country, our world, it's not an exaggeration to call us up our final hope. We must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world to serve as the foundation for our new era. This is the only hope we have. I hope that you will be willing to go along with this plan. So that's what my father had to say to me. As usual, he made a selfish decision without consulting anyone else. I can't imagine a worse father. But I knew it was. And asked me who the pocketbook belongs to. Kyoko, it could be anyone else. But if this belonged to you, what was it doing in this locker? And what she wrote here completely contradicts what she already told me. She said she hadn't even seen her brother since he left when she was little. Oh. What's this all mean? Let me scan the remaining pages of the notebook. I must have been looking for something that would prove me wrong about this whole thing. But when I reached the last page, the question mark spinning through my head. It just started spinning much faster. When I look at it, unlike the rest of the pocketbook, it's written here, it was disorganized, scrawled. What is this? What does it mean? I have no idea. How could this possibly make any sense? 2 left. Whoa! Look, it's totally disorganized. Whoever it belongs to probably has an organized problem in every part of their life. Does this look all familiar? Is this a crystal ball? A crystal ball? No, it can't be. There's no way he ever used this locker. It's just not possible. Hero? There's all kinds of texts and notebooks that are out in particular order, and dusty everywhere. I have to assume whoever saw will look like a student. What? There was no denying what I saw. Is that the number was written? Oh, this is R. Yashihiro? Oh! But there's more. But the more I see, the less it makes sense, because these lockers, I mean, they have to belong to students, right? So why am I seeing this? Why are these things in the locker that look like they belong to people here? Another that seems like it belonged to Hiro. A pocketbook that seems like it belonged to Kyoko. There has to be some kind of explanations, but if I want to find that out, I have to keep moving the investigation forward. Okay, I'm gonna end this video here. I am surprised. I did not expect something like this. This could lead to the final ending of this game. So on the next video, I'm gonna finish up everything, and then I'm going to end it when we begin the next before we begin the next class trial. So thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, press that like button. If you're doing business on a daily basis, subscribe today. Totally free. Share this video with your friends. Leave a comment below if you have the games to play or see what I'm gonna do. Try not to blank challenges, laugh, cry, whatever. Check out some other videos you two might like, and check over here for the next upcoming episode of Danganronpa, or the next episode, whatever. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you so much for watching.